Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here. Sorry about the noise in the background. We're defogging the window. I guess California finally learned that it was January and it's a little bit cold outside, and my windshield is fogged over. So a little bit of news today. I guess it's with the Observer getting published. No big news to delay it like last week with Shinsei Nakamura, AJ Styles, Machine Gun Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows announcing that they're making the jump over from New Japan Pro Wrestling to the WWE. That should be coming sooner than later. A lot of people hoping that we're going to see AJ Styles in the Royal Rumble this year. A real fun time to be a professional wrestling fan, but there's been a lot of news about one of everyone's favorite wrestlers, and that's Daniel Bryan, and it looks as if WWE is closing the door on Daniel Bryan. At least the news that came out this week that Daniel Bryan was going to be getting released this week has been proven to be false. Dave Meltzer reached out to the WWE, who declined to comment, basically just denying the story, basically saying there's nothing behind it. My good buddy Victor even went out to say that there's a lot of signings that WWE is doing where they have promoted Seth Rollins to be the featured person to be signing, and he has been replaced with Daniel Bryan. So there's one reason right there to look and see that Daniel Bryan's not getting released anytime soon. But the report out of the Wrestling Observer is that basically WWE has no plans on a Daniel Bryan return at the Royal Rumble or at WrestleMania. If you're a big Daniel Bryan fan and you actually want to see this guy wrestle again, I guess you could hold out for the fact that WWE wouldn't want news leaking that Daniel Bryan was making a comeback. But the one thing that you can say is that you look at Daniel Bryan's Instagram, the picture of him working out in the gym the other day, those were some pretty heavy weights on that bar. And it made me think a lot about the picture that Michelle McCool put up on her Instagram last year when Undertaker was getting ready to make his return. Those are not weights that you just sort of mess around with. That's something that you're really training for. Daniel Bryan said in his Instagram post that basically WWE needs to clear me, or I'm going to go somewhere else. And he is training to return, even if Dr. Maroon will not sign off on him being medically cleared to wrestle. It's just one of those things that he's going to have to get over. I think that WWE knows that Daniel Bryan, if he leaves, is going to be a big star, even if it is wrestling for Ring of Honor, even if it is wrestling for New Japan, and that's dollars that they're not going to be making. They are painted into a little bit of a corner as a publicly traded company where they don't want to get in trouble. They don't want any lawsuits down the line to get them in any sort of bad places. So we're going to have to see what comes from this story. But as of right now, Daniel Bryan is not going to be returning anytime soon.